Gene Sherrard here. Welcome to this week's installment of our online-only feature, Seattle Now and Then 360. Here's Clay Eals with the story.
Keeping their National Guard up in downtown Tacoma. Those who, like me, are charmed by the hillsides of downtown Tacoma might easily place the setting of our then photo, but the activity bespeaks chaos, not charm. The image looks west up 11th Street across Pacific Avenue in the late afternoon of Friday, July 12, 1935. Non-union men, desperate for Depression-era work and returning from Tide-Flat lumber mills across the 11th Street Bridge, were confronted by an angry crowd of hundreds who fueled the famed summer-long Great Lumber Strike of 1935, a fractious, voluminously documented chapter in state labor history. To preserve order, Governor Clarence Martin called in part-time citizen soldiers of the Washington National Guard, who traveled 13 miles north from their Camp Murray headquarters, outfitted with rifles and bayonets and wearing World War I uniforms. Strikers jeered them as tin hats. The photo captures guardsmen deploying tear gas. As thousands watched, a few from behind upper windows, some strikers hurled smoking canisters back at the guardsmen, who wore no masks and faced a stiff easterly wind that blew the acrid chemicals into their eyes. Despite the turmoil, the 4-hour uproar produced only a few injuries. No shots were fired, no one died. The 1935 scene evokes memories of my own, and I suspect many others, of a vastly different time and circumstance when an ill-trained and ill-led Ohio National Guard used tear gas and opened fire during a 1970 anti-war protest at Kent State University, killing 4 students. Such infamy, however, does not reside in the track record of this state's Guard, one of 54 such organizations in U.S. states and territories, say authors of a new book. The 3, Andy Lenaweaver, Rick Patterson, and Bill Woodward, embody a combined 96 years of local Guard service. In their plain-titled Washington National Guard, the trio uses 200 photos to spin stories spanning a century and a half. They cover a wide swath of Guard service, from protecting Chinese citizens during Seattle's anti-Chinese riots in 1886 to providing police backup without using tear gas during the 1999 World Trade Organization protests, again in Seattle. The photos also depict deeply appreciated disaster relief, such as when the fabled 1980 Mount St. Helens eruption enfolded Guard soldiers in air and road patrols, search and rescue, and ash cleanup. The book does not overlook the Guard's many international military missions, and the authors and their 8,000 peers around the state remain fighters. Their slogan, "Always ready, always there," fits. "We're trained to go to war and support the national emergencies," Patterson says. "But we're also Washingtonians who care real deeply about our communities. When there's floods and fires and quakes and volcanoes, we're ready to jump on board, and we really feel proud about that." In our then photo, eyed by office workers in upper windows, Washington National Guardsmen fitfully used tear gas to ease lumber strikers and spectators back across Pacific Avenue and up the streetcar track to 11th Street Hill on July 12, 1935 in downtown Tacoma. The People's, foreground, and Fisher's, background, department stores stand prominently on the south left side of 11th. In our now photo, posing in the footsteps of their Guard predecessors are, from left, Rick Patterson of DuPont Andy Lenaweaver of Tacoma, and Bill Woodward of Seattle, authors of Washington National Guard. You can learn more by attending a free book presentation by the authors at the Pacific Northwest Historians Guild at 7 p.m. Thursday, December 5th, 2019 at the Seattle Pacific University Library. For more information, visit pnwhistorians.org.